Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and today I will be your guide through Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Ellen Dugan, at the time that she wrote this in 2012, had been working with tarot for over 25 years. She is the author of many books. She's written at least 10 books on magic and witchcraft, plus at least 3 book series that are fictional but based on witches and other types of fantasy genre. So this is also illustrated by Mark Evans, who's been working in illustration for over 25 years, and you can see more of his work on his website, cloudmover.net. And I'll put the link to that in the description box below. So let's look. So the publisher is Llewellyn, and it was initially published in 2012. This is a 12th printing done in 2022. And it comes in this lovely cardboard literature box. Nice little keepsake box there. And you get a book here. It is illustrated but black and white, and it has 302 pages. There is an entry for every card. You get a nice description of what's actually going on in the suit, and then what is the illustration, and then meanings, keywords, and reversed meanings as well. So it's a very nice, very well-written book. And her motive for writing this book was that she had found, as a witch, she was also practicing tarot. And she'd found some decks that were a nod to witches and witchcraft, but she said nothing that she could really feel that she could identify with. So she set out to create a deck that she could, and hoped that other readers would be able to as well, not just people who are into paganism or witchcraft. So it is a 78 card Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. You have 22 major arcana. The style is, if you look closely here, it's like a photograph, digital composite style. But it's a little bit more subtle than some others I've seen. You have 4 suits. You've got cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. And we'll go through these a little bit slower in just a second. The card size is roughly 2 3/4 by 4 3/4, or 6 by 12 centimeters, 7 by 12 centimeters, roughly. The court cards are Page, Knight, Queen, and King. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little closer and look at the cards. Okay, so let's look at the cards one by one, beginning with the major arcana and the Fool. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the High Priest, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, Hermit, Wheel of the Year, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death. You can see that there's a lot of similar imagery to the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just adapted. Temperance. The shadow side comes in for the Devil here. Very interesting interpretation. The Tower. The Star, the moon, the sun, karma, and the world. Next, we'll journey to the Suit of Cups. Beginning with the Ace of Cups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and the King. Next, we'll look at the Suit of Wands, beginning logically with the Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen. There's a little cat there, a little nod to Snuffles the cat, and the King. Next, we'll go to the Suit of Swords, beginning with the Ace of Swords, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see some differences between the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and the King. And finally, we'll wrap it up with the Suit of Pentacles. The Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and the King. Well, I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Witch's Tarot. Roses and thorns for this deck. Actually, this is a lot of roses. While it is named the Witch's Tarot, and Ellen Dugan is a practicing witch, it isn't exclusive to people who just practice witchcraft. It is very accessible to anybody who's familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith, and the illustrations are very beautifully done, and she adds some very interesting perspectives, which is always the point of having more than one tarot deck, is to have different perspectives. And if you happen to be a magical practitioner, then she does have advice in her book for people who practice magic, as she is very experienced on the subject, you know, from the evidence of her having written more than 10 books on just that. So I definitely enjoy using this deck. This is another one of those decks that we have 2 copies of in the house, one for me and one for my husband, because he really likes the deck as well. So I am going to follow this up with a reading using the Witch's Tarot, and I hope that you will join me for that video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.